Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about two different foundations. One is drugstore, one is MAC, and I think this video will be a bit helpful to some of you just to answer some questions between drugstore versus MAC and typically with their foundations. So the first one I'm going to do, show you, it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. And I've done a review on this. I love this foundation a lot. As you can see, this is my second or third jar, of this. And I've already went pretty far in this one too. So I love the texture of this. It's like a mousse, obviously, because of Dream Matte Mousse. But it just goes on really nicely, and especially for oily skin, if you have oily skin, use this foundation, because I get lots of requests by people or questions saying what foundation is good for oily skin. Dream Matte Mousse all the way, really good. And this also contains jojoba oil, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, jojoba oil, that's how I'm going to say it. It contains that in here. And the next one is MAC, and this is the MAC Studio Tech. And it looks like this. It's a cream to powder, and I think the Dream Matte Mousse is pretty much the same, cream to powder, because it finishes off like that. But this one has a very nice consistency too. It's creamy, and it's the same thing like the Dream Matte Mousse. They're both like creamy. So the thing about these two foundations, this one costs around, I think, $10. And this one costs, I think it came out to $42 or $40. So $10 versus $40. Now, these both work the same for me. I have oily skin, so they both work perfectly fine with my skin. However, you may be allergic to some contents in the Dream Matte Mousse. Like most people have said, they are allergic to something in there, or they have a bad reaction, so you may be allergic to it. So if you are, you can go for the MAC Studio Tech, which is the same thing. It gives you a nice finish. It's very smooth. Your skin looks healthy and glowy. And this is medium to buildable coverage, and this is also medium to buildable coverage. So these are really good foundations. This one also comes with a sponge, but I don't use the sponge for hygienic reasons, just because I have very acne prone skin and I don't want to cause any acne breakouts. But in the Studio Tech, I'm at NC 42. In MAC shades, I typically change a lot, so I'm at NC 42. And in Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, this is a medium 0, which is light beige, medium 0. But I think I'm a little bit darker, because this one was when I was a bit more paler, because I've kind of worked up a little bit of a tan. So this is when I was a little bit more paler, but I've been using the same shade for a long time, because my drugstore near me just never has any other shades in stock. So the brush that I like to use for both of these is the MAC 190, which looks like this. And this brush just evenly distributes all the product. It does turn a little bit streaky, but one thing that I find is that if you see streaks and if you just press it in, the streaks will go away. So sometimes you can just press in the foundation as you go along your face to make it easier and faster. And another brush which is good is the MAC 188, which is the dual fiber brush. And this brush is amazing for it. It gives you a really nice airbrush finish. This one does too, but this one blends it in more. So I really like that. These are two brushes that you should definitely invest in, because these can be with like liquid foundations, and then this one you can also use for powder foundations and mineral. So it's really good. It's versatile for everything. And yeah, I am loving this. The lady at the store, I can't remember if she said that this is more water-based or not, but it's supposed to be healthy for oily skin, especially when you're oxidizing and so much oil's coming out of your face, because I have to blot my face quite a lot during the day. But I noticed that when I use these foundations, I don't have to do it as much, and these last about up to I'd say 6 hours before I actually start blotting, which is good because that's a long time. But when I use liquid foundations, I tend to blot within the first 3 or 4 hours. So it's just something to look into. I don't think these will work that well with dry skin, but overall, if I were to repurchase, I would go with my Dream Matte Mousse, just because this is $10 and MAC is $40. That's a big price difference, and I believe it's the same amount of product in here. Let's check. 10 grams. Oh no, the Dream Matte Mousse has 18 grams, or yeah, 18 grams, and the Studio Tech has 10 grams. So you get more in the Dream Matte Mousse, but you probably have to use a bit more Dream Matte Mousse rather than this, but that's still okay. I mean, $10 is $10 for this. So let me know what you guys think of these two foundations if you tried it, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys!